Education is the key to a bright future. empowermefirst.college.
Welcome to our lesson for the second semester assignment on solid cosmetics. My name's Anna. In this lesson, you'll learn how to make solid cosmetics. Using solid cosmetics, we can prevent plastic waste. Plastic is harmful for animals, plants, and us. There are tons of plastic in water, and we end up drinking plastic particles. There's even plastic particles in the air. Drinking and breathing plastic particles can lead to serious health issues. Also, producing plastic pollutes our water and air and uses a lot of energy. Burning plastic waste leads to air pollution with very toxic fumes and adds to the CO2 emissions, which contribute to climate change. The materials used to create solid cosmetics are much better for your skin, scalp, and hair than cheap soaps and commercial chemically produced cosmetics. They contain natural ingredients and they're also better, biodegradable, leading to cleaner water for plants, animals, and humans. So let's start our first step to a more sustainable future.
You need some household goods like large pans for the water bath and a stove, metal containers or glass jars that will withstand the heat. If you want to use glass jars, put them in a pan with slightly boiling water and simmer for an hour to see if they withstand the heat before you add the expensive chemicals. You also need mixing utensils, a precision scale, gloves, a face mask and goggles. You also need to write down how much of each material you used. It's best to prepare a spreadsheet for this. Start with a small batch, test, and once you found your perfect formula and learned how to do it, you can go large scale. Weigh and add the SCI powder first. Make sure that even before you open the container, you protect your eyes, nose and mouth with a face mask or goggles. Add it carefully to avoid the powder from ending up all over your workspace. Ensure the weight and note it down in your spreadsheet. Then do the same with the SCS and the codimopropyl butane. Mix everything carefully until you have an even paste and put it in a water bottle. This ratio is for your shampoos. If you make shower bars or facial cleansing bars, you use different ratios, which you'll find on the lesson and downloadable pages, as well as on the links given in the lesson. Make sure you weigh each item and keep the ratio given. Note down how much you take of each, and also check the formula and the further reading provided in the following lesson if you have any questions. Once you've weighed everything in your jar, mix it and put it in a water bath to melt. For both water baths, make sure the water's simmering but not boiling. Mix it from time to time. It might take up to 2 hours for everything to be melted. In general, you can use more butters and oils for shower bars. For both shower bars and face cleanser, you can use clays which you can add in the mixing stage. And neither shower bar nor facial cleanser needs any conditioning or emulsifying waxes. You can use other waxes like soy, beeswax or lectin as well, but a bit more of cetric acid and cetyl alcohol. Make sure you don't use too much cetyl alcohol as it can dry out your skin. When everything is soft and melted, add essential or fragrance oils, additives for the hair to the oils, and then mix the surfactants in. Add colouring if you wish, and your preservatives. Check the preservatives, what temperature they're safe to use for, and then wait until the mixture is the right temperature. Test it for pH level. Best is around 5.5. If it's higher, add a tiny bit of citric acid until it reaches the right level. Now you can add herbs or petals to the shower bars. I would not use it for shampoos or facial cleansers, as they could get in your eye and get tangled up in long hair. Fill it into the forms and press it down. If you don't press it down, you'll get uneven forms, which I'll show you later. You can add coffee to the mixture. Remove it from the form and put it on a grid in a cool place to dry out for at least 5 to 10 days. It's best to be wet at first and then again after 5 days. If it's lost at least 10% of its original weight and feels dry and hard, it's ready to be used. Here are some examples of such bars. This one is your shampoo bar. There was no colouring used, so it looks nice and clean. These ones are shower bars. In this one, rose petals were used, which gives it a lovely colouring. In this one, calendula flowers and food colouring were used. This is a facial cleansing bar with added volcanic clay, which created the colouring. It looks a bit like a chocolate bar, doesn't it? This one's the body butter. Feels nice and soft on your skin and is best used just after a shower.
Shampoos already contain conditioning agents. Still, if you want to have extra conditioning, a conditioner bar is great. It simply contains the emulsifying waxes, and you can melt them in one go. Weigh and mix them, melt them. Then add any fragrances, colouring, and don't forget the preservatives. Then pour them into your forms and continue the same way as with the shampoos.
Water bars are simply lovely. You do the same as with the conditioner bars, but you don't need the conditioning emulsifiers such as BTMS 50. If you live in a warm climate, you need to add more wax, but not too much. The trick is that it stays hard on your shelf but melts easily on your body. It's especially nice to put on your skin after a shower when your skin is still moist. You can add specific ingredients. For example, arnica for muscle pains and whatever essential or fragrance oils that you like. Don't forget your preservative. It's important you ensure the melted oils and waxes don't fall down in an even pattern to avoid pops. When they're melted, put it in a bowl filled with ice and stir until the mass becomes a pudding-like consistency. Then you can pour in your forms. Put them in a cool place. Even a fridge or freezer is good. Let them harden, then remove them and let them dry out. And enjoy!
You'll find your assignment at the end of this lesson. Here are some points that are very important for your success. Make sure you follow the steps explained and document them. You'll need to provide your spreadsheet, the analysis of the quality of the results, and the steps of improvements you've undertaken. More about the assignment on the next pages. Good luck!